Julia?
I stand up here.
Yeah, look there.
Okay, I'm going to open the meeting, the regular city council meeting Monday, July 8th, 2019 to order. We'll do the roll call, and then I'll introduce my guests.
Alderman Ferrari. Here. Waldorf. Here. Lukosius. Here. Radke. Here. Sapienza. Here. Payton. Here. Ballard. Here. Buffo. Mayor Harrell.
Here. Okay, this is my granddaughter Julia and my grandson Alec, and they're here from Switzerland. Their home is in Switzerland, and they're here tonight. And although they don't know the Pledge of Allegiance in English, they don't. Well, you don't know the Pledge of Allegiance, but they're gonna stand up here in lip sync. Yeah, lip sync. So anyway, all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Julia.
Great job, kids.
Thank you, Alec. Okay, let's see, public comment. Do we have any public comment at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, presentation, we have none.
No, Your Honor.
Do we have a motion to receive the minutes of the regular meeting minutes of June 24th, 2019 and place on file?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion second, any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Do you have a motion to receive the activity reports and place on file?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. I told Ms. Rossman when she was in here today that I would go right to the ordinances, report to city attorney in case they don't want to sit around, even though the agenda is fairly short tonight anyway. We'll go ahead and go there. So, we have a motion to receive the public hearing on petition of Holly Rossman and Stephen Rossman concerning the property located at 2303 8th Street, Peru, Illinois.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Do I have a motion to receive the ordinance granting a variance under the zoning ordinance of the city of Peru as sought by the petition of Holly A. Rossman and Stephen D. Rossman concerning property located at 2303 8th Street, Peru, Illinois?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Okay, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved. So everything's good to go for you two. Okay, do I have a motion to receive the minutes of the public hearing on petition to Joseph Schwamberger concerning property located at 2212 Plum Street, Peru?
So moved, Your Honor. Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, could you summarize those minutes, city attorney?
Essentially,
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
he was wanting to build a garden shed near the northwest side of the property along the fence line. It was very close to the neighboring property. He didn't get any written approval from that neighbor. The planning and zoning board was concerned that it would block their line of sight from the windows and it was too close. And so they didn't come up with any recommendation, and we asked that he would get a written approval from the neighbor. We haven't received anything yet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We already voted, or we already, yeas and nays on receiving the minutes and placing on file. Now on the ordinance, do we want to vote on the ordinance, or do we want to, I understand he may be refiling, so we can just leave it sit? Okay, we'll see what happens when he comes in, so we'll just table this ordinance. We'll let Mr. Schwamberger know, and we'll see what his pleasure is if he wants to come in and refile. Now we'll go back. Is there anything further from the attorney? Okay, we'll go to Finance Safety Services disbursements for July 10, 2019.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion for the bills for July 10th, 2019 in the amount of $1,533,275.90. I'd like to make a motion that we accept this report as written and read, pay the bills in the normal fashion. I'll second.
We have a motion to receive the disbursements and pay the bills in the usual manner. Is there any discussion on that? Okay, we'll have roll call, quick call vote, please.
Alderman Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Aye. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved. Anything further?
No, we have no other report at this time, Your Honor, unless I have a review. Okay, thank you.
Public Services, Chairman Waldorf?
Yes, Your Honor. Tonight we have four motions on the agenda. The first one is a motion to award the 2019 General Fund Street Program to the lowest responsible bidder. That would be Universal Asphalt in the amount of $607,263.30, and I will make that a motion.
I'll second that.
Chairman Waldorf, if I could, there is one correction. It's $607,273.30. There was a calculation error on line item number 1 in their bid packet. So that the official price is $607,273.30.
Thank you.
Any discussion? Have a roll call, quick call the roll.
Alderman Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Alderman Ferrari?
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to execute a hold harmless agreement from U.S. Silica to perform repairs to the Donler Avenue lift station.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, I'll provide a description for this. The hold harmless agreement, as everybody knows, I updated at some committee meetings in the last week. We had a complete failure of our sanitary sewer lift station located on Donlar Avenue near the railroad tracks. We believe that it was attributed to operations by Ameren for a new gas main that they're installing in that area. They were doing some deep directional boring, which we believe at this time compromised the lift station. We've been tracking all of the data pertaining to that failure and any subsequent work that we've had to do as a city. We currently have some temporary measures in place until we can get a more permanent fix for the lift station. With that being said, the lift station is located very near or on property owned by U.S. Silica, which is in an easement. As you know from my previous reports, the lift station is about 28 feet in depth. Very close by some existing gas mains and railroad track and overhead power. So when we go to repair the lift station or relocate it, our excavation is going to be fairly large. So we will encroach the U.S. Silica property outside the existing easement. So this document simply is stating that we're holding Silica harmless for any of those operations that we may have to do. So.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anybody else? Have a roll call, quick call the roll.
Alderman Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to approve a temporary construction easement for utility relocations along Plank Road.
Second, Your Honor.
Eric, could you?
Yeah, this is in conjunction with our long-term infrastructure improvements and planning along Plank Road in North Peoria. As everybody knows, we've had quite a bit of construction going on with the water main relocate along North Peoria. The second phase of that is we're relocating and improving some of our electric lines in that area to accommodate the widening of North Peoria to a third lane and some widening that we will eventually be doing along Plank Road as well. So this easement is specific to the Plank Road widening, where we'll be relocating power poles from approximately Luther Drive to just north of the Armory.
Is there anything further? Okay, we'll have a roll call, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Ferrari. Aye. Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to approve a one-year trial with End Dimension for an intrusion detection system and cybersecurity through IMEA.
I'll second that.
What this is the cybersecurity software will enable the electric department to monitor to see if anybody is trying to compromise our system to get into the system. It's something that's free for a year, and I thought it was well worth the time and effort to put it on our server and take a look. Last thing we need is somebody compromising our grid. So.
Yeah, they should stick to the elections, right? They don't leave the grid out of it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved. Then, Chairman, do you want to mention anything now that we're in the regular meeting about, that we're going to look into the restoration on Second Street?
Yeah, the Second Street between Fulton and Peoria is in bad shape. It's brick, and we are looking into restoring that brick road. There's one that was done over in Streeter that we saw pictures of, and it looks fantastic, really. And so we are looking to move that way in the city of Peru, at least for Second Street at this time.
Is that so there's an ordinance in place?
There is an ordinance in place that particular stretch, I think it's a 3-block stretch, stays in brick. So that'll be the first phase of redoing that.
It's turning pretty bad. We do need to do something about it, and then with the appropriation that's coming out of Representative Yednock's account, you know, his discretionary account, the $145,000 that we're going to receive, it'll work out pretty good, because that wasn't bound for anywhere at this time, because it just happened in the last 3 weeks or so. So actually, we just got notice with the state statute that just came out through NCICG last week, something like that. So anyway, that'll be a good project, and it'll be nice. There's some older historical homes down in that area, and it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see the brick number wears out. Blacktop's good for what, 10 years? 10 to 15 tops, so. Okay.
Chief King, do you have anything? Chief Burby? No? That's all from Public Services, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. No proclamations?
Well, Your Honor.
Okay, unfinished business, I'm asking for a motion to execute an engagement letter from Shane Banks for economic development. We acted on this 2 weeks ago with a not to exceed $5,000, and what that is, for those who were not here, if the press didn't, I think it was covered pretty well in the press, that we being economic development, Bob Vickery, engineer Eric Carls, finance Justin Miller, we met at the Shane Banks facility a few weeks back. They're a fairly large law firm. They liked what we had to say, and they said they would put us in front of some of their investors, some of their developers. So it never hurts to be in front of somebody you haven't been in front of before. So we did a not to exceed. It'll be a breakfast program at their office on, 70 West Jackson, right in the heart of downtown Chicago, and see what happens. You know, like I said, you need to be in front of as many people, but we do have an engagement letter that we need to execute. In the engagement letter, that's no cost to us. If what it does say is if something comes out of it, that they're going to have rights to that client. So, you know, to work on it, and that's normal. But there's nothing there right now, so I'm asking for a motion in a second to allow me to execute the engagement letter from Shane Banks for economic development.
So moved.
Second.
Who made the motion?
Alderman Payton and Alderman Waldorf seconded.
Okay, is there any other discussion or something that I may have missed? Okay, we'll have a roll call, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton. Ballard.
Motion approved. Okay, under new business, motion to receive a proposal for the redevelopment and sale of 1834th Street. We do have an interested person in the property, kitty corner across the street, 1834th Street, and we are going to be receiving their proposal and placing it on file tonight, and then there'll be some other paperwork so we could make the actual sale in a couple weeks. And it's very rewarding that, you know, we acted on that building. The building wasn't a good thing for our downtown, with where the one right across the street that's been demolished, where the mayor's office is in this building and where the finance officer's office is in this building, and you saw what was going on. You look at the police reports and see the domestic disturbances, the drugs, the things that were going on over there at both sites. You have to clean up, because if you don't take charge of your downtown, nobody's going to take charge of it. So we purchased that. It's been closing in on a year. It's probably last fall maybe, and so something's going to happen there. We're very high on the prospect of what's going to happen, and so I'm asking for a motion to receive the proposal for redevelopment and sale of 1834th Street.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Are you making a second back there? Alec? Are you making a second back there? Okay, we'll have a roll call, clerk call. Sorry about this, but I don't see them very often. They're 5,000 miles away.
Alderman Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton. Ballard.
That 5,000 miles would be a long drive.
Long swim, tough swim. Motion approved. Anything else under new business?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, petitions, communications.
Yes, Your Honor, I have a communication from Drew Folletti requesting your permission to hold a toy run through the city of Peru on October 6th, and traffic control.
We have a motion to receive, place on file, and grant the toy run, providing everything's okay through Peru Police.
This is from Blue Collar Bikes. It'll go, Route 6, Route 71, 89, Stewie's, 2 p.m. in LaSalle, 2:15 in Peru, Oglesby, then on to Spring Valley. I've done this before, Chief.
I move we allow it.
Second?
I'll second it.
Alderman Ballard?
Alderman Ballard.
All in favor? All opposed? Motion carried.
I have a communication from Bob Powell requesting permission to hold a block party on 8th Street between Monks Avenue and Lincoln Avenue on August the 10th.
I'll make a motion, grant permission.
I'll second it.
Have they done, has that happened before up there?
No, this is the first.
This is first annual, huh? Okay, is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
We have a communication from Kevin Ellebrock requesting permission to close Prospect Street between 4th and 5th for 2 events, one on July 20th and a second one on September 7th.
So we have a motion to receive, place on file, and grant permission?
So moved, Your Honor. This is something that's always happened, I don't know how many years now, but it's always been a good event.
And there's never been any issue whatsoever with Peru PD, so. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Your Honor, I have a communication from Catherine Despain and Nancy Moan requesting a variance for the property located at 1408 26th Street, and they're looking to add a concrete pad to the west side of the driveway that extends up to the property line.
I move that we refer that to zoning. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion from Catherine Despain, Nancy Moen, requesting a variance. And the motion says that we will receive, place on file, and refer it to planning zoning for their review and recommendation. Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Finally, Your Honor, I have a communication from Matt Becker, the owner of Stone Jug Barbecue, requesting a partial street closing on July 14th from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. for an outside special event hosted by the restaurant, and the request is for Schuyler Street from 4th to the south property line, not to interfere with either neighbor's home entrances.
And the neighbors have signed off on this?
I don't have a sign off.
No, but I mean,
on the
they've agreed?
communications. Yeah, my understanding from talking to Mr. Becker is pretty close to you guys.
Okay, I'll make that motion that we allow it.
Any discussion? What was the date?
That's this Sunday, Your Honor,
Oh,
July
this Sunday?
14th.
14?
He's gonna do a shrimp boil.
Shrimp boil. Crawfish? No crawfish? No crawfish?
I don't know.
Okay, all those in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Do I have any public comment? Anybody, any public comment? Nobody? Well, he's been talking the whole meeting, so we're okay there. No public comment. Anybody closed session? No? 2009 7th Street. Hot dogs.
We can make it,
Motion for adjournment?